Yeah.
Exactly. Hey, nice haircut there, friend.
Thanks, buddy. You too. You look like a fucking soccer player.
Yeah, a soccer player. Which one, Messi or Ronaldo? Just kidding. Trick question. That's the same. Isn't that the same person?
Sure.
I actually don't know. I actually don't know. This might be two different people.
Yeah, I don't know. I just work here, so
true. That is two different
I look
people.
like a fucking James Bond fucking villain.
Where's your suit? Where's your sword?
They don't wear suits. The fuck?
Yeah, they do. The fuck?
Some of them do.
All of them.
No.
All the Daniel Craig villains wear suits anyway.
Do they actually? That's funny.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, there's scenes where they're not in suits, but I think the generally they have suits on. Because in, dude, is it Casino Royale where he plays poker? It has to be, right?
Yeah, it is. Well, that one doesn't fucking count because they're playing high stakes fucking poker.
Well, what's the one after that? Quantum of Solace?
Yeah.
I don't remember what.
I don't even remember the villain in that one.
I don't either.
That movie was bad.
It was pretty bad. Dominic Green, played by
who the fuck is that guy?
Matthew Malrick. Malrick? Oh, what happens in that movie?
I think there is some sort of solace, and it's on the quantum level.
Wait, that's the one where he drives the motorcycle on the roof?
Sure.
And then he lands on the train? I thought that was... Okay, I guess that makes sense. That movie...
Rami Malek might not be wearing a suit in No Time to Die, potentially.
Who?
Rami Malek.
Oh. I don't even see a picture of the villain in Quantum of Solace. Villain. Well, we're getting off the rail. He is wearing a suit. I was going to say, we're getting off the rails like crazy already.
Maybe they do all wear suits then.
Yeah, because what's the other agent's name? 006 or whatever. That's Jeffrey Dean Morgan's doppelganger.
Javier Bardem.
That's the one. That's the one, dude. I knew you would know. What agent number was he?
Oh, I don't remember. Either 4 or 6 though. Those are the two that are coming to my mind.
Anyways, he wears a suit, but not the whole time.
True.
Dude, is that actually Javier Bardem?
Yes.
Oh.
We've had this exact discussion before. Because I think you like swore up and down it was JDM.
Dude, dude, it's the fact that both their names start with a J. Dude, I will look at them and I'm like, oh, that's what's his name. They do
look weirdly similar.
I also do that with Mads Mikkelsen and Michael Madsen. Like, they don't look similar. Well, they kind of look a little similar, but not that similar. But their fucking names are so similar.
What about Mel Brooks and Mel Gibson?
I can't say I've ever mixed those two up. However, if I was gonna mix them up, it would be mixing them up and being like, oh yes, Passion of the Christ, my favorite Mel Brooks movie, right there next to my favorite Mel Gibson movie, Spaceballs.
Yeah,
exactly. I actually can't even think of any Mel Brooks movies other than Spaceballs.
Passion of the Spaceballs. Yeah, I don't know either. I was gonna ask you what the fuck Mel Brooks had done. I just knew that was a name that existed.
He did Spaceballs. He did some other pretty famous movie.
Is he at least doing Spaceballs too?
I think so. Young Frankenstein. That was the one I was thinking of. Blazing Saddles. Dude, I knew that. History of the World Part 1. Oh, he did Robin Hood Men in Tights. Duh. Holy shit. Those are probably his like more famous ones.
Robin the Hood.
Oh, he did Hotel Transylvania 2 and 3. Possibly the first one also. I'm not sure. So this is just movies that are his name is attached to. So I don't know if that like maybe he published it.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Or
yeah,
maybe
like
he produced. Yeah, not not published, but produced or directed or whatever. He did the 2008 Get Smart with Steve Carell, apparently. He didn't direct it. He is just attached to it. I don't know how he's huh? Oh,
Probably
Mel
sexually.
Brooks wrote Get Smart, the TV show.
Oh.
So there you go. Parodying James Bond. So like we've kind of like come full circle now.
Yeah.
From one James Bond to another. No, but we're talking about Max Brooks because Max Brooks writes all those zombie books. I think he wrote World War Z, but he definitely wrote the Zombie Survival Guide. And that's why we brought that up. Anyways.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Anyways. Time to get to the topics at hand.
Yeah, this is still the intro, actually.
So RTINGS has made a quite controversial statement. Yeah, indeed, Rockets. So RTINGS is going to be making some of their like website capabilities behind a paywall, which is big fucking sad. It does kind of make sense though once I started looking into it. So the direct statement from RTINGS themselves, it says, while much of rtings.com remains free, our full test results and in-depth product analysis are now available only to members. We'll continue to iterate on what that looks like over time as we refine the model across different product categories. And so the reasoning behind that is RTINGS has historically relied heavily on organic search traffic from Google and affiliate links. That model is becoming less reliable. Fewer people click through from Google organic results than they used to. And at the same time, AI actively scrapes and reuses the test results, often without attribution and without the context needed to interpret them correctly.
Makes sense. I've always pronounced it just ratings, by the way. I don't know if that's
no A.
I know there's no A, but I've always pronounced it ratings. And I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. Also, I don't know if our viewers would be even familiar with ratings at all.
They should be. I actively tell people about this. Anytime they're like, hey, what TV should I get? I'm like, go to RTINGS. That's
yeah.
what you should do.
Okay. Yeah. But basically they have a bunch of data and they compile a bunch of data and compare and contrast technology.
Yeah.
It's
for
like
the last 2026, I would say at least for the last 10 years, I've used RTINGS.
It says they were founded in 2011.
TV.
So anyway, yeah. So you can research TVs and a bunch of like, don't they do like a whole bunch of electronics though? Like
they do other shit now. Yeah, they started with just TVs, but they do like fucking fridges and couches or beds. Yeah. I think.
Did you say couches?
I did say couches.
Dude, I went to a furniture store the other day. This is a fun fact. I went to a furniture store the other day and they had a couch.
Not that fun.
And this couch was like a smart couch. Like it had a tray in between the two seats.
Yeah.
And you could put your phone on there and it's a
wireless charger.
Is that really what they're called? Wireless chargers?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right, but okay. Anyways, you could dude, it has a wireless
what would
charger.
You call them if not that?
Dude, I don't know. But then it also had this other thing where it had massage vibrator things in it. And it also had like a I don't even know what the fuck it's called, but it had like a remote that you could use to like control the couch, and like it's like a fucking sleep number bed basically.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so you could like angle like your seat up and down and like make it like fold down like a recliner and shit. Dude, it was interesting.
So my couch does all that except for the massage capabilities. How much was that?
I It's like $8,000.
I was gonna say, yeah, because mine was like 3,000 for the like 3-seat like the 3-seat fucking like couch, and then like the love seat, which is like a 2-seater.
Yeah, so it was a 3-seat, but it was basically 3 recliners like smushed together, but the middle seat like folds up into like a table or whatever. And that was the other thing. On the armrest, they had like trays that would like, they're on the side like of the couch, but they like swing over, and like will be over like your lap or whatever.
That's fucking badass.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, this couch has got like so many fucking bells and whistles. It's too bad I don't ever fucking sit on the couch. I can't. It hurts my back. Like, it literally causes my back pain. Like, I can't sit on a couch for longer than like 10 minutes or my back hurts and I throw my back out. And maybe I just need to do more squats or something, but
I think you should sleep on the couch.
it also had like,
honestly,
this is not really worth mentioning, but it also had like fucking RGB and like some other shit. Oh, it had, I forgot, it had it had heating pads under the seat, so like your butt and your back had heating pads. Maybe it would have been okay to sit on that couch. Dude, the couch was fucking goated with the features, dog.
Yeah, it being 8,000, I feel like is justified.
It might be, dude. It might be. I just found one. I just pulled one up that looks pretty similar, but it's not the same couch. And this one's like 3,000, but it doesn't have like the oh yes, it does have. Well, it doesn't have the remote, but it has like a little panel that adjusts all your shit. This is almost the same couch, but it's not the same couch. Here, I'm gonna send it to you. You can. I don't care if you. We're not sponsored by these people, so like, I don't care if you post this on the thumbnail or whatever, but if our viewers willing to know, like, this is basically the couch. But yeah, dude, that maybe it's because it was a local furniture place. They marked it up so much. It could be that. But it was very similar to what I just sent you.
Look wise, it's pretty similar to my couch.
Oh yeah.
So mine's just like a brown leather. It doesn't have the lights on the middle seat, but it folds like that. And so mine also doesn't have like the fucking charging block in the middle, but it does have wireless chargers right there.
Okay.
So like where the fucking outlet and the USB thing is, it's just 2 wireless chargers right there.
Well, that one I sent you has like a little like theater light too that shines over like the wireless charger. And I don't think the one I looked at had that, but maybe I didn't play around with it enough to find that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Anyways, the couch was fucking crazy. But that's funny that Ratings does couches. Like, you said couches, and like, what the fuck? Why would they do couches? But then I remembered that I saw that couch like a couple months ago, and I was like, oh shit.
Well, I meant to say beds.
Oh, beds.
I don't think they actually do couches.
Well, beds is a good thing to look at, because mattress, dude, shopping for a mattress is so fucking hard. I always think of that Key and dude, I always think of the fucking Key and Peele skit where he's like aggressively humping the air and like screaming on the fucking mattress or whatever. And the dude's just looking at him like, what the fuck? Why are you doing that? That's crazy. And then he buys the fucking mattress, and it's because his fucking upstairs neighbors above him in the apartment above him are like going crazy at it all night long. And he's like sleeping all peacefully in his fucking shit.
That's funny.
Dude, that's one of my favorite. Well, it's not.
Shout out to
I shouldn't say it's one of my favorite, but it's one of the ones that I enjoy.
It's one of his favorites.
True.
Yeah, so that's sad about RTINGS. It makes sense though. Because I mean, they're not fucking making the money they used to because of AI.
Yeah, that does kind of suck, because dude, this is almost like one of those Wikipedia things. Like, maybe they should just pander and ask for donations when you use their website instead of forcing the features to be paid for, because like a lot of people probably use the site. Like, I'm not gonna say like random people who happen to click on it, but like people who are loyal, like you, for instance, you use it all the time. people like you are going to be like, man, well, I used to use that, but like you have to pay for it now, and I don't want to pay for it just to look up some fucking shit on some shit I may or may not buy. Like, I don't really care. And then you won't use it at all now.
So if it's in like I would a little bit. So basically,
Oh shit.
I think like if I'm in the market for a move like a TV, I think paying for a month, which I think is like $10, just to like definitively know wouldn't be a bad idea.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, if you're gonna do it like that makes sense. Like, if you're gonna spend like $1,000 on something or more,
might as well drop 10 to get the fucking reviews.
Yeah. And that
just does suck.
But like, it's one of those things that like, what stops AI? Like, I don't know, say Elon and Grok, and Elon's like, oh well, I'll just pay for the fucking subscription because I'm fucking the richest man in the world. And now Grok has access to that still. Like, I'm not saying that Grok does have access or anything like that. This is a hypothetical, but like, you know, what's to stop an AI's creator from just like paying the fee and then being able to feed the AI shit?
Yes, in theory, nothing, right? I don't know. I don't know how that works.
I don't know how that works. Yeah, I'm sure there's some legal licensing or some sort of bullshit somewhere. There might even be currently some legal licensing avenue they can pursue. Like if someone's using ChatGPT to comb the fucking website for reviews, not reviews, but data and shit, that they might be able to be like, hey, this is stealing our shit. Like, I don't know how that works. Like,
Yeah.
AI is so new. I don't know all the laws and all that shit regarding it. My bad. I'm not a lawyer.
True, but he doesn't know shit about fuck.
I really don't.
So Ubisoft finally officially unveiled the Black Flag remake randomly.
Right,
Like,
dude, I wish I had the fucking burnt peanut like little confetti like yeah.
That would be really funny. So there are a few things we know about it. It is going to be on the same engine as Shadows.
Okay.
Release date's not finalized, though. I think they stated 2026. It was a leak came out saying that it was originally supposed to drop in March, and then all the Ubisoft restructuring happened, so they pushed it back a little bit. But I think it's expected to come out pretty soon.
Speaking of, dude, are we getting the Black Flag companion game that features Adewale or whatever that guy's name is? Or they haven't announced that yet?
They haven't stated, so I actually don't know.
Because I feel like I almost said RE4. If you're making Assassin's Creed 4, you might as well include that also. But at the same time, I could see them like they have, like if they remade like Far Cry 4, they're not going to include Far Cry Primal, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a good question. I hadn't even thought about that. So, and I think this is still. I don't think they have directly stated it. I don't think, but combat and traversal are expected to not be like the originals, and they're supposed to lean into more of like the RPG style system, which I think is going to be an L.
Yeah, I think that is going to be an L. We had sort of talked about that, I think, when we were talking about the leaks.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that. Like, the RPG stuff is okay, but it was always kind of fun to like run around as Ezio with like the starter equipment and fight the hardest enemies. And then just put on the best equipment and just like fucking mollywop them.
There's gonna be loot, like gear stats and fucking different loot and shit like that now too.
Dude.
Which like the RPG games, which I think that's definitely an L too.
So yeah, now you have to collect loot and fucking shanty pages. Pass.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds like an L, but maybe it'll. I don't know. Maybe. That game doesn't need that system.
Yeah.
That game already has a lot going on for it. And I think
Assassin's Creed in general doesn't need that system.
dude, I think that's what, like, was that in Valhalla? Because I think it was.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's like Valhalla was already like I don't know, like the boat was slow in that game.
Yeah.
And like that game just felt really slow. Like they made it slow to like make you play longer, and it was a big turnoff for that game.
Yeah, you had to seem like a Viking going on a pillage. So they did state that they are not changing the size of the map. The map is just gonna feel more lively. So like that's a cool change. I bet the game's gonna seem like. Do you remember that one E3 like fucking trailer or whatever? Because that was back when Ubisoft was still heavy into showing off trailers that their games did not have the mechanics of. But there's like a gameplay reveal thing, and all the forestry was like lush. There was like iguanas and shit running around.
Hell
it
yeah.
seemed so alive. I bet that's how it's actually gonna be now.
It's like the I think it's the Brotherhood trailer where Ezio is like in a crowd fighting all the soldiers, and then Altair is like walking around in them, and there's never a scene where you're fighting an entire army as Ezio. That trailer's badass though.
If he notices Altair, I think that would have to be Revelations.
Oh, maybe it was Revelations. It's the one with the Wood Kid song.
Oh, okay, yeah, Revelations.
Yeah. I wonder if it's going to be one of those things where if they're not changing the size of the map and we go back and we're just like, holy shit, dude, this map's way fucking smaller than I thought it was. Like San Andreas, for instance. Going back and playing San Andreas, that map felt so fucking big when that game came out. But like, if you go back and play it, it's like, it's not even like half the size of GTA 5.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
So we'll see.
Yeah, I depending on the price. I mean, I want to see how the gameplay looks, but I might get the Black Flag remake.
It's really weird that they're doing a Black Flag remake, by the way.
Yeah, I think so kind of like with Resident Evil. I mean, I know they did the remake of one like in like 2015 or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but it was like 10 years. Well, it wasn't actually, but it was 10 years ago now. But like, it was. Yeah. I feel like it was really far. We looked this up. It wasn't actually that far, but it felt like it was.
Well, like they didn't like do the fucking big change up like they did with 2, 3, and 4 and stuff.
That,
so like,
yeah,
it doesn't really count, and they're gonna go back and give it the 2, 3, 4 treatment now. But yeah, like with, I just don't know why. I mean, because like I said, so where I was going with that was, they started like the big revamps starting with 2.
Yeah,
it's like why 2? Why not 0? Why not Code Veronica? Why not 1?
Why not 1?
So I think that's weird. Like, why are you starting with 4? I mean, 4 is like a fan favorite, so that's probably the answer. They know if any of them have a good chance to sell well, it's going to be that one. But here's the thing: people loved 4 when it was 4, but if you go in adding fucking loot stats and shit like that,
yeah,
and you change the gameplay like that. The combat is a huge fucking aspect.
See, so like I'm sitting here thinking, I really want them to do Far Cry, like the first Far Cry, and I really, really want them to do Far Cry Instincts.
Mm.
However, I don't want them to change Far Cry Instincts. And so I'm sitting here like, oh, if they're doing all this RPG shit, they're going to change Far Cry Instincts where you have to climb towers and like do all this like hunting and crafting and shit. And like none of that was in that game.
Yeah.
It was basically like a linear, like, I don't know, like a COD 3 campaign, basically. And it did. If they're like, oh, we're going to modernize it, like, please don't. I don't think I don't think we will ever see a remake of that game. Like I fingers crossed we do, but like I'm pretty sure we never will. Most people don't even know what the fuck that game is.
They're gonna remake it, but it's gonna be a complete remake, and they're gonna have it set in Saudi Arabia.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see about Black Flag. I skipped playing that on Switch in the off chance I do get the remake.
That's fair.
So
because you don't want to play it twice in short amount of time.
Yeah, especially that one because I didn't like that one that much.
You didn't?
No. So that game, the gameplay stopped being fun. Like that's when it started to not be fun for me. I didn't like that you're not even an assassin.
So I get that criticism. I co-sign that criticism.
Yeah, and so like I don't know, man. It's just kind of like,
oh well, you didn't finish the game. You're an assassin by the end of the game. Ezio's technically not an assassin in Assassin's Creed 2 until the end of the game either.
Which is fair, yeah. But at least like your entire like family
was assassins and you grew up in it. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were training you like they were literally a good version of grooming you to become an assassin, whereas this one you're a pirate pussy.
My name's Edward Kenway and I killed an assassin because I'm fucking 18 and have a musket.
Yeah.
Is that even that kid's name?
Yeah, Edward Kenway. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then by the end of the game, after you fucking dismantle the Templars and the assassins, you're kind of like, well, I mean, I guess I kind of owe it to you guys. I'll join y'all.
I'll join, dude. Me and my pirate crew, dude.
Yeah.
I almost feel like they should have started with 2. Because 2 is a fan favorite also.
2, yeah, it was. 2 also would have made sense, and at least it would have been like Resident Evil, where it's like there's only one game before it. Well, I guess Resident Evil is
and not only that,
but
1 would have been a great place to start with 2, and adding all those new mechanics in would have been fine because 1 is really short, first of all, and it was like a tech test essentially. So there's like nothing going on in that game. Adding a bunch of new like mechanics and content would have been fine.
It also was pretty hard too.
And once you learn how to parry, the game's fucking cake.
Once you there was a trailer that had a crossbow in it, and they don't actually add crossbows until I think Brotherhood. I don't think they were in 2.
Didn't Ezio have like a wrist crossbow in 2?
The wrist gun. The wrist crossbow was in Unity.
Oh, okay. My bad.
But yeah, some of the which like I've heard like criticisms of that because they were like people were saying crossbows didn't exist during then. Which like you're also playing like it's a game, but there was a crossbow in one of the trailers, but no crossbow in the game, so that was really weird. So like they could add the crossbow. I think that game getting different.
There was a crossbow
gameplay.
Hold on, you're saying people were saying there weren't crossbows when in Ezio's game?
No. During the Assassin's Creed 1 timeline.
Oh,
yeah, like in the 1100s.
There definitely was. Just maybe not in. No, there definitely would have been. So, China invented the crossbow.
China.
Like 1500 years prior to that. Apparently.
Damn.
Yeah. This says the crossbow was invented in ancient China with the earliest archaeological evidence of bronze trigger mechanisms dating to around 600 to 500 BCE.
Yeah.
Which is literally 1500 years prior to the 1100s. China's not that far from the Middle East. And dude,
when did they enter the Middle East though?
Well, 130 BCE. So the Silk Road was already active during that time for quite some time.
So,
I
they were introduced as a major military factor during the Third Crusade. So 1189 to 1192. When does AC1 take place? I think it's like literally right around then.
would make sense because the Templars are like European, and then the Assassins are like Middle Eastern.
Yeah, AC1 is set during 1191. So crossbows quite literally would make sense.
They would totally make sense. And even if like they weren't in widespread use, because of where it's located, because it's like in the Middle East near the Mediterranean, and the Silk Road already existed, right? And like that's like Alexander the Great already existed. Like there's plenty of trade moving between Europe and China. It's plausible that someone would be like, hey, that's a cool weapon, I'm gonna buy one for myself.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
stupid.
that was a silly criticism.
It's super silly, dude. It's goofy. I'm sorry, goofy as Daniel wants us to say, dude.
Yeah, you gotta say goofy not goofy
Goofy sounds funnier. It's goofy honestly.
It does, dude. It's literally a meme.
Oh shit. Anyways,
so you can't give your complete thoughts, I suppose, but we
almost,
can do it spoiler free.
It's true.
What are your thoughts on Resident Evil 9 Requiem?
Smash.
Fuck yeah. Raw or not raw?
Raw as fuck, dude. I'm a B raw after I'm done, honestly.
Hell yeah. Same, dude. I think so once 1 and like 0 and Code Veronica remakes come out, I'm gonna go through the entire series.
Damn.
Start to finish. But dude, Requiem's pretty fucking high up for me. I'm trying to think of what I liked better than it. I would say it's probably at least on par with 4, but I think I like it more than 4. That could just be like fucking the high of it being like a brand new game. But I would say it's at least as good as 4 to me.
Hell yeah.
And I need to replay 7 and 8 again because I really liked 7 and 8. But I think I'd put it above them too, honestly.
Whoa.
Evidently, a lot of people didn't like 8, and I seem from my memory, I liked 8 quite a lot. So, yeah, I think I need to replay all of them.
I didn't play 8 or 7, and I had really no interest in playing 8 or 7. And also, I wanted to bring up the fact
because you're too scared.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want the fucking big titty bitch to fucking slap me with her fucking paddle.
That is the best part of the game.
Dude, can't you slap her with a paddle? I think you can. There's like a part where you can like pick up the paddle and smack her ass.
I don't know, maybe.
No, I'm pretty sure
you might have downloaded the wrong version of the game.
I don't know, dude. I just wanted to mention, because we had talked about it, I think maybe it was last week, but it was at some point we talked about the other Resident Evil game that was set in Raccoon City, where there were a bunch of different playable characters. I went back and looked it up. It's called Resident Evil Outbreak, right? And it's set during the Raccoon City events. So like it happens concurrently with 2. I went back and looked it up. One of the people you can play as is Alyssa Ashcroft.
Oh.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, it is interesting.
Alyssa Ashcroft is we'll just say she's a minor character in Resident Evil Requiem.
She's fully aged. She's not a minor.
Anyways, so I just thought it was interesting, because spoilers for that really old ass game. All the other characters are presumed dead, deceased. They did not make it out of the city. They all die in the nuke, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's interesting that I didn't
Is
even
Outbreak canon?
I don't know. It must be, right? We could look that up.
So not necessarily, but I mean, Alyssa being in 9 would make sense if it were canon, you know.
Yeah. It sold 1.45. That's such a weird number. 1.45 million copies as of August 2006, which I think it came out in like 2002 or something like that. Oh, my bad. 2003, and then in America 2004. So it sold not a lot of copies, but not like that's nothing to sneeze at either. I don't know. It I played it and I never got very far, but I'm glad I had gone back and actually the I'm gonna send you a screenshot of what Alyssa looked like in that, and just give us your thoughts about how she looked in that game versus how she looks in Requiem.
That's funny. Same color outfit, although it is a different thing.
Yeah.
But that's funny.
Yeah.
Her hair doesn't quite look blonde either. It's like strawberry blonde.
I mean,
Although
they could have just
she's
changed
to her
it.
right.
To her right?
Or sorry, her left.
Oh, her
right.
left. That is, hold on, give me a second. That is Cindy Lennox.
Is she blonde? Because a little bit of hair we can see, she looks blonde.
She is blonde. But she dies.
Did you ever play Revelations? Resident Evil Revelations?
I don't think so.
They should remake those too. I've never played them either. But
those are the characters you can play as. Revelation. I don't even. Let me hold on. Revelations.
The black guy. It looks like the fucking. He looks like a character from Dead Rising.
Kinda. Oh, Revelations. Okay. No, I never played those, but I wanted to. I wanted because
I always did too.
they were like it was like missions or something, like like each mission was like a different like little story or whatever or something like that, if I remember correctly. But I just remember it because it's like the big eye, like I feel like all the Resident Evils used to look like that, where there's just like an eye on the cover, but maybe it was just Revelations. I don't know.
Barry returns in Revelations too, which
Hell
is like
yeah.
that's a big thing. And you play as Claire.
Hell yeah! Shout out playing as Claire.
Yeah.
Barry returning is interesting.
Is it?
Yeah. Homie died. To be fair, so did everyone else except for Chris and Jill.
Yeah.
And I guess
Chris did
Leon.
punch a boulder.
Shout out punching boulders. Well, I guess Rebecca didn't die either, actually, now I think about it. Right? Oh,
fuck if I know.
This says Barry's alive, which is interesting. Pretty sure.
Oh, that's cool. So Resident Evil Revelations 1, you play as Jill and Chris, and they are already in BSAA. So that's kind of cool. I didn't realize that. My introduction to BSAA was
5, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
Interesting though that I feel like they tied in a lot of other games into Requiem, and I appreciate that. They didn't really tie in 7 or 8 like at all, as far as I can tell.
There's a tiny little Easter egg.
A tiny little Easter egg. Perfect. Okay. Other than that, though, I'm enjoying the game. I really was enjoying the grace parts where you are in first person. And I definitely think that you should play those parts in first person. We talked about that last week. And then Leon's parts definitely in third person for sure. There's a lot of like climbing and like running and jumping and all that. There's a few times where I was like, man, I wish this was first person, but like most of the time I was like, oh yeah, third person makes sense. I kept trying to switch shoulders though, like arc raiders.
What a silly boy.
I know, right? There is one sequence that's a little ridiculous, and I don't think it needed to be in the game at all. Like, I did not enjoy it. It was fun. I enjoyed playing that sequence, but it was just like, I didn't feel like it belonged or fit the mood or the climate of the game, but it's there. What about you? Did you feel the same way or?
Yeah. That section was it definitely felt very like over the top. You know what it kind of reminded me of a little bit? Actually, that whole like, especially like the backdrop of like where you're at, it reminds me of Resident Evil Apocalypse, the Mila Jovovich movie.
Okay. Is that the third one?
Yes.
Or the fourth one?
It's the third one.
Is that the one where they go to Vegas?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they hold on. Who the fuck is it? Carlos? Because
Sounds
those
right.
movies always bring in like people from like the lore.
Yeah.
But like obviously with their own little fucking spin. Because like Rebecca is in the second movie, I think.
Well, Jill and Carlos are in
Oh, Jill is too. Ali Lauder plays someone. Does she play Jill?
no, that's Sienna Guillory. Guillory? I don't know how to say her name.
Okay, then she Ali Lauder plays Claire then I think.
Hmm.
I can't remember which one it was supposed to be, but yeah, that makes sense.
Jared Harris played Dr. Ashford also. I didn't even realize that.
Oh.
Jared Harris is also in the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock movies, right? Or the second one, I should say, Game of Shadows.
Oh yeah, he is.
He's a Moriarty.
Dr. Isaacs. Is Dr. Isaacs in?
It sounds familiar, but I'm not 100. I think he might just be a movie character.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen that movie.
It's been a while.
When did that movie even come out? I think I saw it like the year it came out, and I haven't seen it since. It came out in 2004. Okay, I have seen it since then. I think the last time I watched it was like 2010. Wasn't married yet, is what I'm trying to say.
Damn.
Might have been a little after 2010, maybe 2011. Long ass time ago in a town called
Those
Kickapoo.
movies are true. Those movies are fun, but they're definitely bad.
I feel like every movie with Mila Jovovich in it is bad, including Fifth Element. But like, I really enjoy most of them.
Yeah,
especially the ones where her nips are out, dude.
Exactly.
Which is most of them. Also,
I was thinking about mentioning that.
Shit.
Wait, when does Ali Larder come up then? Is it the movie after Apocalypse? What was that one? Fucking. There was Apocalypse Afterlife. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Apocalypse is the second one. Extinction is the third one.
Oh.
Extinction is the one I was thinking of. Sorry.
Okay.
Yep. Ali Larder plays Claire. Carlos. Let's see. Yeah. They brought Albert Wesker into that one. I think that's about it in terms of I fucking forgot Mike Epps is in that movie. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Dude, he plays the same type of person in every fucking movie.
True. Holy shit, dude. How many of these are there? Because Afterlife is the 5th one. And then there's the final chapter after that.
Wait. No, I think Afterlife is 4, because Afterlife is after
Extinction.
Extinction, but there is Retribution. So
Oh.
Retribution is 5, and then there's the final chapter, and that's 6. So there's 6 of them.
Oh, okay. Dude, there's 6?
But dude, so some really silly fucking shit happened. So basically, spoilers for this fucking 2-decade-old movie franchise. So Mila Jovovich is a normal ass fucking person in 1. But then she gets powers in Apocalypse.
Is that the second one?
I
already fucking lost count. Okay.
She continues having powers in Extinction. In Afterlife, the 4th. Wait a minute, or is it Retribution? Either at the end of Afterlife or at the end of Retribution, she ends up losing her powers.
It's when she fights Wesker.
Or at least I think it's in the beginning. Oh, it's when she fights Wesker?
Mm-hmm.
In Extinction or in another one?
Wherever
which one did I say had Wesker? I think it was Extinction, right? Dude, there's fucking
dude.
and all the names are fucking synonyms. Fucking Afterlife, Extinction, Apocalypse, like fucking dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
Have you dude? I don't know. Anyway, she loses her powers and then she doesn't have powers in the next film, right?
Yeah. And then she ends up gaining her powers back.
Hell yeah, dude.
And it's the same fucking like little video thing that it plays for when she loses her powers, because like basically it shows like the virus like attacking her blood cells, or I guess it shows the cure attacking her blood cells. And then they literally play the same fucking video for when she gets her powers back.
Hell yeah.
That shit was so fucking silly.
Oh, dude, those movies, when they first came out, they were not like, I wouldn't say they were like A-tier movies. They're like definitely like B movies, but like they're better than B movies, but like not by much.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Afterlife has Chris and Claire Redfield.
Yeah. So she technically had powers in the first one. She's just immune or whatever. She has the power of luck for fucking sure when she survives that fucking laser trap.
Oh yeah, that was wild.
Dude, when it cuts I think it's the black guy, it like cubes him. I was like, holy shit, that's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Because it was like, oh, you fucking jumped over it? Oh, you ducked under it? Oh, you fucking sidestepped it? Okay, bitch. And then it just fucking sends a laser where like the biggest gap is like this big, and it just like turns him into a bunch of cubes. That shit fucking had me dying. As a fucking, I don't know how old I was, like 14 or something. When did that first one come out? Yeah, I think I saw it.
Fucking like 2000 or something.
Oh shit, maybe I was like fucking 12 or something then, because I didn't see it right when it came out. I saw it a couple years after, but yeah.
2002.
Okay, so I was probably like 14. I bet. Damn. Anyways, we're off the fucking beaten road again. Resident Evil Requiem, very nice, very good. I enjoy, recommend.
Yes, for sure.
It's pretty scary, really so if you're not okay with that, you know, you've been warned.
Yeah, don't be getting scared.
Oh, dude,
it's not that serious.
Yeah, it is though. Don't have a heart attack or nothing.
Damn, dog. I was gonna look at getting the whole box set in 4K, because I used to own Afterlife and Retribution, and yeah, I guess it was just Afterlife and Retribution. Those were like some of the first Blu-ray movies I bought. I don't still have them, but they are all 6 in 4K is $159. I'm assuming because that shit is not in print anymore, I guess is why that's so high.
Oh, I forgot to mention, I don't know if you've watched it, but you should watch Degeneration.
That is one of the only animated movies I have seen.
Oh, perfect. That one's pretty good. I really enjoyed
my
that one.
My buddy, I think, got that with his PS3 or something. There was like some bundle or something like that they had.
Yeah,
he had that movie.
There was something like that, wasn't there? I don't think the ones before that or after that were very good. Also, I meant to say, I always felt like they were building the Mila Jovovich character up to be like Ada Wong. And like she even has like the red dress at some point.
The red dress, yeah.
Yeah, and then they just fucking went off the rails some different direction.
When did she marry Paul W.S. Anderson?
Brother, that's in
because
the
I wonder if that's I wonder if when they got married, I wonder if that's when fucking shit started getting weird. Because like, yeah, in the first movie, you can almost fucking like you could definitely see that.
2009 apparently.
So by Extinction, okay. I guess technically a little after Extinction. Dude, yeah, I wonder if that's fucking tied because Extinction's pretty crazy, but especially after Extinction, it starts getting really fucking crazy. And I watched the final chapter. It's painful. And I used to really love those movies.
Unfortunate. They're all kind of painful though. Like,
yeah, like if I were to go back, I probably would think that. For sure.
I think the CGI is like not very good. But those fucking dogs, dude, the ones that split open, fuck you, dude. Fuck you and fuck those dogs. Actually, we were talking about it when we were playing Requiem earlier. We were talking about reminiscing other enemies. Dude, I was really expecting dogs to show up at some point, and they just didn't. I'm thankful for it because that's my most hated sequences in both Resident Evil 1 and 2 is the fucking parts with the dogs. In 4, they're not that bad. I don't think there's dogs in like any of the other games that I can think of.
Big scaredy cat boy, are you?
Yeah, dude, dogs fucking scare me, brother. They're so fucking fast and they're little. It's not like you can punch them.
What the dog's doing, if you had to guess?
Biting you in half, dude. Dude, some of the death animations in Resident Evil are fantastic in Requiem. I was watching Goose play earlier, and she died to an enemy that like I shot him with the Requiem, I think almost instantly, so he didn't even have a chance to attack me. And he's like a fucking like a hospital patient, and he's got like a fucking IV like drip bag pole, and he's like fucking smashing her head with the fucking thing. I was like, damn, I didn't even see that guy. Like, I'm pretty sure I just Requiem'd him like immediately, and I didn't even have that problem. But Goose died to him, and I was just like, damn, that's fucking sick.
Requiem'd. Requieming.
I got impaled by a helicopter and split in half.
oh.
Yeah, at that part,
dude,
yeah.
That killed me like 3 or 4 times because if it gets close to you, he fucking Commando Pro lunges you.
You try.
And that kept happening because I kept thinking I needed to like shoot or something. So I kept not backing up. And then dude, one time I even backed up a little bit like outside of the room, and it comes out the room and fucking starts hitting you too. So after that death, finally, it was like 3 or 4 times. I was like, all right, I'm fucking turning around and running all the fuck the way back.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. There's the one sequence there's a couple parts where like something happens and it's a cutscene. I think I talked about this last week. And then as Grace, the cutscene ends and then you have control of your character. And I just didn't realize that, like, I thought it was still a cutscene and then I would get hit or die.
Damn.
Didn't happen a single time with Leon though, because like you're in third person, so it's like obvious as the camera pans like back to behind him or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, it's too bad that it's not going to get Game of the Year.
So we do. Well, when does fucking the cutoff for that happen? Because November, the award show's in December. November might be close enough to the cutoff that GTA 6 has to be next year's, maybe.
But well, Arc Raiders was considered, and that came out on like November 4th or something.
It wasn't that late, was it?
Wasn't it? Maybe it wasn't. No, you're right. It wasn't. Maybe it was like September 4th.
Yeah, I think it was like September, October. Okay, so the Game Awards cutoff for eligibility is typically the 3rd or 4th week in November.
Oh no, Arc Raiders was released October 30th.
So what is GTA's release date currently?
In September. Oh, my bad. It's November 19th.
November 19th. Oh, that might miss the cutoff. Let's see. I said November 19th. Is that what I said? The 19th?
Yeah.
That's the 3rd Thursday. That might actually miss the fucking cutoff, and it might have to be next year.
Damn. That might be good for them, though.
That's fucking crazy.
I still don't think, even without GTA being in the running, Requiem's not going to get Game of the Year.
You don't think so? Dude, it's sold really well, though.
It has.
That's been one of the biggest releases for fucking Resident Evil, I think, in the franchise history.
It probably has. But we've got things like Slay the Spire 2. Resident Evil is actually sitting higher on Metacritic than Pokopia right now. It wasn't previously, but it is currently. Mugenics has been popping off. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I mean it is still early. More good shit could come out. Wolverine comes out in September.
True.
That would have to be pretty crazy, but didn't Spider-Man win it?
I think the first one did. Maybe both of them did, actually. Hold on.
No, it lost to God of War.
Oh, that makes sense. But
and then Spider-Man 2 was nominated but did not win.
Okay. Oh, Spider-Man won nothing.
Did win.
0. Oh, okay. Cool. I thought it won something, but maybe it was just nominated for everything and didn't win shit. That other game, BlazBlue Entropy Effect, that's highly rated, despite the fact that that's like a side-scrolling spin-off game. So I don't know if you might not even know what BlazBlue is.
I've never even heard those words uttered in that that sentence before.
Perfect. Chef's kiss. Traditionally it's a side like 2D fighting game. It's Japanese. It's like anime characters fighting game. It's popular outside of America. Okay.
Okay.
It's like really highly rated. It's sitting at an 84 on Metacritic right now, and that just came out like a month ago. February 12th. So like, I don't think it's gonna be in the running for Game of the Year, but like that's one of those like sleeper picks that like it might randomly like get nominated for something and then win somehow. I don't know. Probably not, but you never know.
Yeah.
Dude. Requiem is currently sitting at the top Metascore, but we do have some big games coming out this year. I don't know. It would be interesting to see. I don't think First Light's gonna be in the competition. Wolverine could, if Grand Theft Auto doesn't miss the cutoff, it could. That Saros game or Pragmata might randomly be fucking fantastic. I don't know. It's definitely not going to be Highguard, dude. Highguard should win an award though for just fucking being Concord, dude.
No, because then Jeff Keighley is going to actually fucking end himself.
Yeah. Crimson Desert is coming out this year at some point.
Oh, that is getting a lot of attraction.
Dude,
a lot of attention.
A ton. People have been waiting for this game for a decade. Dude,
Oh, has it really been that long?
I think so, yeah.
Bunch of fucking weirdos, dude.
Nah, dude, really?
No, it does look pretty cool. You can punch women in it, so.
Hell yeah, I'm sold, dude. I'm gonna buy you a copy and me a copy. Your birthday's coming up. Apparently,
My birthday is coming up, so.
They showed their release trailer in 2020 at the Game Awards.
Holy shit, brother.
Yeah, but
Calm down, Elder Scrolls 6.
true. Hold on, I want to look at the announcement. Okay, so it's saying it's going to come out March 19th. That's not what I care about. I want to know when it was announced. No, not release date. November 2019 was when they announced it.
Sheesh.
Yeah. So almost a decade. People have been waiting for that game.
Yeah. Shout out COVID.
True. I think they got a lot of work done during COVID. It's really weird though, because the game they previously made, which is a pretty decent game, is Black Desert. It's an MMO and it's pay to win as fuck. Like if you're not spending thousands of dollars every month, you're not winning.
Dog, the Monster Hunter movie came out 5 years ago already.
Yep.
Well, 6 years ago.
Yep.
That came out in 2020. Dog, I thought that just came out like a couple of years ago. That's
you should
crazy.
look at when the D&D movie came out.
Oh god. Damn, that's been 3 years already.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Anyways, we can move on from Resident Evil and talk about the actual. We could talk about the actual game of the year.
Yes, Marathon.
Yes.
That is going to be my 2026 and 2027 game of the year.
Yeah, Concord 3. Everyone.
What's that sitting at on Steam to be?
It's actually not doing terrible.
Yeah, I keep seeing people on Twitter be like, "Oh, the game's dead. The game's dead," and I'll pull it up, and it'll be like the screenshot will say like 30,000, and I'll pull it up, and it'll be at like
70,000,
like 85. It'll be at like 70, 85,000. It's like, dog, you're looking at a downtime for the game. Relax.
It's not beating Arc Raiders in terms of player count. It had really good viewership at one point. And had more viewers than Arc Raiders yesterday, although all the big streamers had hashtag ads during that. Bungo told reviewers to withhold reviews until the end of the month.
Yeah, that's sus. It hasn't had over 80,000 players in 3 days.
Rip.
Which is usually not a good sign, because when are most people going to be playing? The weekend. So that means it definitely has lost some players.
Yeah. Well, everyone was fucking flaming Peanut so much that he went and played it offline.
Yeah, he's evidently enjoying it, at least the last I heard.
I played it for like an hour yesterday. Did not enjoy my time at all. I will temper this by saying I went into the game hoping that it's gonna fail. Like, I want it to fail, but I was like, I already fucking spent the money to buy it. I might as well play it and try and enjoy it. So that's how I went into playing it. And your stash is too small. The quests are fucking stupid. The looting is stupid. There's like, the world is empty. There's nothing to do. Daniel keeps talking about how much fucking content there is in the game. And I keep looking at it and being like, it's so one-dimensional and lacking content that I just don't understand how anyone can even have fun playing the game.
I think what he's talking about with that is the skill tree. I think all of the unlockable skill tree shit. I think that's what he's referring to.
Like, it's not content. That's like saying the leveling up in Arc Raiders is content. Like once you level up and you get your skill points, your max level, cool. You still could do quests. You can still do your tables. You can still do your expedition. You can still work on Scrappy. Like, leveling up's just like a little facet of arc raiders. But in Marathon, you have levels, and then you have rep ranks, and like I guess you could say those are content, but it's like play game, get points. And then there's like the skills cost materials and currency. So like if you're just fucking dying constantly, you don't get skills. But in arc raiders, if you're dying constantly, you still level up. I don't know, dude. Marathon, everyone's like, oh, dude, Marathon's really cool. You don't have to fucking craft or harvest your chicken. You just fucking load up another game again. And it's like, yeah, dog, with your fucking free kit that sucks ass. Okay, go for it.
Have you played it with Dank yet?
No, I haven't played it with Dank yet.
Yeah, because I'm curious if you'll enjoy it more.
Dude, I don't know, because I didn't really enjoy it at all when the three of us were playing. And the game's not any different than the fucking tech test we did like a week ago.
Yeah, I did not have any fun on the server slam for sure.
And everyone's like, oh, there's a learning curve. And I don't know, maybe there is, but the game seems like so fucking straightforward and simple that like the biggest learning curve is like reading and recognizing what all the fucking different like plagues are. Because you can get like EMP'd or fucking toxicity or like, I don't know what the fucking words are. Bungo loves their fucking buzzwords, dude. They have so many goddamn buzzwords for everything. And dude, this is my problem with like Destiny, is there's like 18 different fucking currencies and they're all different, and you have to spend certain currencies at certain places. And that shit's retarded. You know how many currencies are in Arc Raiders? There's 3. There's 3 currencies. There's one currency that you use to spend on the decks, or you can use it on Shani to buy stuff. Once your deck is finished, you just accumulate these coins, right? There's your actual coins that you use to spend at the vendors, but it's also used for your expedition to earn your skill points. And then there's the premium currency that you buy with real money to buy cosmetics. Destiny has like 14 currencies, and they're all used differently.
Yeah.
And Marathon's the same fucking way. There's so many fucking currencies. There's a battle pass currency, there's a premium currency, there's a fucking your money currency, there's a fucking currency for upgrading your skills or whatever. We'll call XP a currency too. Fuck it, dude. And everything they do, the content that Daniel's talking about is just like shit that's made to like artificially inflate how much time you're spending on the game. And the game doesn't really feel fun. Like, it doesn't feel rewarding, doesn't feel fun. Dude, the world just feels so fucking empty in that game. Like, you can run for like 10 minutes and not see anything useful. You can not see any players, you can not see any enemies, you not see any animals or any lootables. I mean, obviously you should run to POIs and look for that shit there, but like at least in Arc Raiders, when you're running through not a POI, there's raider caches, there's plants to harvest, there's enemies to fight. Like, you could run into raiders because of how the maps are set up. I think the map design in Arc Raiders is infinitely better than Marathon.
Yeah.
And I hate the majority of the maps in Arc Raiders. I don't actually, but like there's a lot of like bad areas and a lot of good areas on every map. And so you can have a bad or a good experience on every map. But in Marathon, it just feels like everything looks... I don't know if it's the bright color bullshit or what, but everything just looks the same. You know?
Yeah, that's accurate. Even with its like you said, even with its like bright color shit, it also just it seems like they ran out of time designing the maps, because like in Arc, I feel like everything's placed really well, but in Marathon, at least in the one map we played the most, it's like we would spawn by those like medical like little bay container things you could run in.
Yeah.
You run to those, and then it's like an open field. Then you run to this POI, and then you get past the POI, then it's an open field.
That's what I'm saying. Between every POI is just an open field with nothing to do. It's just dead.
Yeah. And like, yeah, everything's colored cool and it looks very alien and, you know, not human or not earthly, but I mean, you also need some fucking substance.
That's the problem. It's like there's no reason to go into those areas except to go between POIs. And there's just nothing to do there. So it's like, why are they so big and so separated? Like, there's nothing to do. I think the one time we actually got into a fight in one of those areas, it was over like instantly because there's no cover. There's like, it's just like fucking rocks. And it's like, yeah, exactly. Me. I don't know. As a fucking Bungie and Marathon hater, I really hope this game fucking dies, even though I spent $40 on it.
Dude, Shroud had a really faded take about that. So he was saying Sony wouldn't let it fail and blah 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 blah. They let Concord fail?
True. They did let Concord fail.
How does that like? It literally makes no sense.
That's not even the only thing they let fail. We talked about this the other day, not on the podcast. Knack failed. We'll say Knack failed. The Twisted Metal live service game failed. Where's some recent ones though? I don't want to. Am I gonna look for that fucking screenshot? I took a screenshot of that, right? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
Hold on, I gotta
one
be
was
careful.
Movies, one was games.
Yeah, I gotta be careful about clicking on these. I just saw the N word in one of these screenshots.
Who said ninja?
Huh?
I said, who said ninja?
Exactly. That's not the right thing.
But yeah, so it definitely can fail. I will say, I mean, it's for the most part holding its player base. It did not hit its peak over the weekend, and that is kind of an L for them. This is the first weekend the game had been out too, so like most people that bought it during the week or were ready to buy it and play it the first weekend, evidently did not, because it did not go over its peak, which is 88,000. It has slowly declined over this weekend. So,
all right, I found the list.
I think it will at least outlast Highguard.
Destruction All Stars, which came out in 2021. Babylon's Fall 2022. Drawn to Death 2017. Concord 2024. In the last 10 years, you've got 4 major titles.
The Concord failure was like catastrophic though, because they had that fucking Amazon TV show too.
Dude, so bad. Dude, Concord. I don't think we will ever see another game in our lives.
11 to 12 days, dude. That is
I don't think we will see another game in our lives that fails that bad. With that much money and backing and all sorts of stuff behind it.
Yeah. It only sold 25,000 copies. That's fucking crazy.
Dude, I have seen lots of people talking about Concord, and then they'll hold up their copy and the shrink wrap is still on. They didn't even open the fucking game. They just bought it because they're like, this game's gonna fail. This is a collector's item. Dude, I don't know. Marathon, it's honestly, it's doing okay. I don't think those numbers are, so again, there's just Steam numbers, but I don't think those numbers are the strongest. It's better than, I think it's better than that Dragon Quest game, right? Not Dragon Quest. What is it? Dragon Age. What the fuck was that game called? Veilguard? Let's look at that. Let's look at that. That was considered a flop, by the way. EA. I think EA put that out. That was considered a flop. Their all-time peak was 60,000, okay? It's a single-player game. So, you know, it's a single-player game. That was considered a flop. 60,000 peak. Marathon has more than that, but I don't think like 30,000 more puts it in the range of like a better game, right?
Yeah.
Because like, let's look at Schedule 1, for instance. Their all-time peak was 455 million.
So Highguard was
Thousand.
free. Highguard was free, but their all-time peak is 10,000 more than Marathon's peak. Their all-time peak was 97,000 2 months ago.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught that, but I just said million. I meant to say thousand. Okay. But yeah, Highguard. You said it was what?
Their all-time peak was 97,000.
Yeah, so Highguard has a higher peak than Marathon, and Highguard's getting shut down, or was shut down. When is that? Oh, it's in a couple days. By the time
12th, I think.
Well, maybe not by the time you're watching this, but probably by the time you're watching this, it's gone.
Yeah.
Versus like
RIP.
Yeah, Arc Raiders, for instance, their Steam charts, 481,000. Like, hello? And not only that, but the 24-hour peak is 235,000. Half of their all-time peak was playing in the last 24 hours. I mean, Arc Raiders is like sensational. And you know, like Peanut really drove the numbers up. But like, what about Tarkov? Tarkov came out on Steam, but you can also buy it on their own launcher. They hit 47,000, so they're not doing great. However, I think most people who play Tarkov play it on the own on like Battle State's launcher, right?
Yeah, they definitely do, because you can't just download it on Steam. You have to rebuy the game, and that's so silly. Also, I'm assuming it's been fixed now, but there was a thing. So on the launcher, you could have like one of the higher editions of the game that costs like hundreds, or at least 800. So you buy the base level game on Steam, which is now like 50 fucking bucks, like 40 or 50, something like that. You're supposed to be able to link your account and get your higher edition, but there was an issue with that. So like some people were like getting banned, some people just weren't getting their upgraded edition. So that also probably drove people away from even buying it on Steam.
Shit. Gray Zone Warfare 72,000 with a peak of 24-hour peak of 3,300. The Gray Zone is interesting because if you look at it, every time there's a release, the max peak goes up.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. So like every time there's been like a title, like a big title release, the max peak has gone up. I mean, so I shouldn't say that because their actual max peak was like the week the game came out. But like the recent peaks, like every time there's an update, there's a huge surge of players.
Oh, you can see that on fucking SteamDB. That's cool as shit.
Yeah. So Gray Zone is like, I don't want to say they're an indie because like Madfinger is like, you know, they've made other stuff, I think. Right? Let me look that up real quick.
I think so.
Madfinger Games. Maybe it's their first game. Hold on. They're an indie studio though, right? Yeah, Gray Zone Warfare. Okay, so they made some like phone games or something, right? So Gray Zone's like their first not phone game, essentially. And they are an indie studio, but like their all-time peak 72,000, and then like they pull okay numbers. Meanwhile, Bungie's all-time peak for Marathon, you know, Bungie, famous developers of Halo. In fact, let's look at the Halo Infinite Steam charts just for shits and gigs, because that's not Bungie. That's, what the fuck are they called? 343?
343, I think. Industries, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Halo Infinite's all-time peak is 272,000. 24-hour peak is 3,000. So like no one's playing that game. But at one point people were playing that game.
Yeah, true.
Which is kind of funny because Bungie left that back in the dust. What about Destiny 2? Let's look at Destiny 2. 24-hour peak for Destiny 2 is 10,000. However, the all-time peak was 316,000. I don't know, man. When your 10-year-old game is it's not currently performing better than Marathon, but it had a better launch and more successful. That was 3 years ago, actually. That wasn't even 10 years ago that they had their all-time peak. That's interesting.
That is interesting.
We don't even want to talk about games like PUBG, for instance. I think I was looking at it earlier. PUBG had like 155,000, and like that game is filled with cheaters and all sorts of shit.
Yeah, cheater, pumpkin.
Yeah, and like that game's old as fuck, and it's doing better than Marathon. Like that's Counter-Strike is doing better than Marathon. Although I don't know if we should be impressed that Counter-Strike 2 is doing better than Marathon. That's like the #1 game on Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 24-hour peak is 1.6 million people.
That's insane.
I'm telling you, dude. So I've heard people say that most of the players on Counter-Strike are Chinese bots gambling the crates.
That makes sense.
I don't know if that's true, but I have heard that. But still,
that makes sense.
You know, their 24-hour peak is 1.6 million, and the all-time peak was 11 months ago at 1.8 million. So they're only 200,000 short of their all-time peak, which sounds like a lot, but when you're over 1.5 million for both of those numbers, 200,000 is not that much. Meanwhile, Marathon, the GOAT, 80,000. Less than 100,000 even.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I want the game to fail, but you know, you never know. You never know what tomorrow brings. Maybe Peanut will get on there and start fucking telling all his people to fucking play it.
So, and that will help until they realize the game's empty, and then they're gonna be like, this shit fucking sucks. I'm not gonna keep playing it. Because that's the thing. Like, people shilled Ark, but then people got on it and played it and was like, oh, this shit's actually really fucking fun.
Well, dude, and that's the other thing. It's like the Peanut moved from Tarkov to Ark, and his viewership went up. And, you know, you could say, oh, Ark Raiders made you or whatever, but like, I don't think it's that Ark Raiders made him. I think that like Ark Raiders is just objectively more popular because of how good it is, despite the fact that it's like essentially an indie team developing the game.
And
it's
casual too.
Yeah. And dude, Daniel keeps talking about how casual Marathon is, and how if Ark Raiders didn't exist, Marathon would be like way more successful, which is like the fucking craziest amount of copium I've ever seen in my life. If Ark Raiders didn't
people
exist,
would have just went to Marathon if Marathon was so high and mighty.
Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. Like Marathon does like streamline a lot of things, but we had talked about this almost a year ago, I think, where we were talking about how Marathon doesn't have any fucking friction. And that's one of those things that like Ark Raiders has friction technically, but like because you can algo your way out of most of it, it's okay. Like you can manipulate it a little bit.
Yeah.
Allegedly you can't do that in Marathon, but I don't know. I ran into a fucking brain dead kid, and apparently there's no skill based matchmaking, and I only died exclusively until I ran into that brain dead kid, and then he didn't even react to me shooting him. So maybe there's no skill based matchmaking, or maybe it was like, this guy fucking sucks, put him in the retard lobby, and then I'm not actually supposed to be in there, so I fucking mopped that kid.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe there's no skill base. We'll see. Daniel has played it more than I have, so maybe we'll have to ask him. But as it stands, Marathon's not doing terrible, but it's not doing amazing. I think there's just so many people are preying on it, on its downfall, and it had so much bad PR and so many scandals associated with it that it's just not.
Yeah.
I mean, and Bungie is, they've been doing a lot of bad faith things for players for like probably 5 years at least. Like people are
I would
already
say
like sick.
since the inception of Destiny 2, honestly.
Dude, even in Destiny 1, they introduced their loot crates. They were super predatory. And like they always make changes where like they're like, oh, we were giving you too much stuff. Let's nerf how much stuff we're giving you. And so it just makes the grind less and less rewarding the more you play. And that's why I finally stopped playing Destiny 2, because it's like I'm doing all this work for fucking nothing, for fucking a pittance. Like I don't want to feel like I have to go to work to earn a tiny ass upgrade in a game just so I can play the PvP. So I just fucking stopped playing. And actually, I was talking to Daniel recently, and he stopped playing for the same reason. Did you know that? He got the expansion and he was playing it, and he was like, "Oh, dude, the expansion's so fun." And then he finally gave up because he was like, "Yeah, it was stupid." Because I'd be sitting there and I'd be farming gear over and over, and I'd get like one piece of boots that was like 1 point higher, and then I'd farm for another like 10 hours and get like gloves that were the same as the boots, and I'd slowly work my way up. And I was like, "Dude, that doesn't sound fun." And he's like, "It wasn't."
So Dink finally came around after what, 5 years, 6 years,
something like that. But I mean, I didn't even get that expansion because I was like, dude, they're changing everything up. It's gonna be stupid. It's gonna be ass. Like this whole shit is gonna be terrible. And he's like, nah, man. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And maybe Dank is the predictor of when a game's gonna fail. He did really want us to get Highguard, so you might be on something. Dude, he's always calling me Pistol Keats, but maybe he's fucking off meta game Daniel. I don't know, man. I don't know. He did want us to get Highguard. That is funny. Now that you bring that up, you know what? It's fucking whatever Daniel's playing, do the opposite of. He wanted us to. Yeah, really have to. What? I was gonna say he really wanted us to get Arc Raiders, actually. And that one is doing well,
but then he didn't play it right off the rib.
True.
Really.
Yeah. Also, he's like done with Arc Raiders. He hates it. Marathon's better, in his opinion. Because apparently there's nothing to do in Arc Raiders, but well, we don't need to go in there. But
but yeah, we'll keep tabs on Marathon, and if there's like any major change, we'll update.
True.
That could be whether it go up or down.
Hopefully down. I'm praying for down.
Yeah, hopefully down.
Maybe I can convince, even though I bought it on a CD keys type of website, maybe I can convince Steam to refund me Marathon just to my wallet or something.
If shit gets bad enough, maybe.
Yeah. Hey Steam, I have this game on your shit and it's ass. Can I get a refund?
Yeah, for a coupon. Just something, give me 25% off my next game.
It's something, dude.
So let's move on to Pokopia. I kind of wanted to go over your thoughts on it, the scores, because so you were really not looking forward to this game. You did not think it looked good.
No.
And then it came out.
I was.
And
so I always thought it looked fun. I thought it looked good. However,
it's just Ditto or whatever.
It's the fucking Ditto, dude. I can't stand the way Ditto looks. It has this fucking face that just makes me want to punch babies, dude. Fuck it, I'll punch my own babies after looking at Ditto. Shit, dude. That bitch ugly.
But yeah, so then it came out and it was getting like insane reviews. And so I was like, yo, are you seeing the fucking Pokopia reviews? Like maybe you should get it. Because you weren't going to originally, right? Like you were gonna fucking skip it because how much you hated Ditto.
I wasn't. My plan was never to skip it. This is one of those things where Daniel's gonna be like, "Oh, dude, Rocksteady always hated Battlefield." I was never going to skip it, but I wasn't sure I was gonna buy it day one. But I just, you don't actually see your Ditto's face that often, so it's kind of okay. Most of the time you're not looking at your character model either. You're looking at where your actions are taking place. So it's kind of easy to just not look at the Ditto.
Yeah.
And after playing the game, the fact that you play as a Ditto makes, like, lore wise and like all that and gameplay wise, it makes a lot of sense that you would be a Ditto. Otherwise the game wouldn't really work the way it does. They could have also just had you switch Pokemon.
Yeah.
I don't know. It is what?
So it is sitting at an 88 on Metacritic for critic reviews, and that's 63 reviews too.
True.
And it's sitting at an 8.4 user score with 510 user ratings. So it is pretty well liked.
It is, but it's actually gone down since it came out. Prior to release, it was sitting at a 93.
Damn.
Or something like that. Because I sent a screenshot because it was higher ranked than Requiem. Requiem is currently in the lead for games this year. But yeah, Pokopia, outstanding reviews. I also don't think Pokopia is going to get Game of the Year, but it could.
So this is like, I'm gonna go over some of the like Metacritic scores for Pokemon games. There's only a single game sitting higher than Pokopia, and I would not even argue it's higher. It's that they're tied. It's Pokemon Y, which came out in 2013 for the 3DS.
Yeah. So I think when I was looking at it earlier, Pokopia was above Y.
That makes sense when it was at a 93.
Yeah.
Because Y has an 88.
Y is phenomenal, by the way.
Yeah. So, and also the next phenomenal game that most people say that is their favorite, Pokemon White, that's sitting at an 87.
Yeah.
I would say
well, there's quite a few games at 87, by the way.
True. Oh shit. Yeah, there is. Goddamn.
Yeah.
So some of the other games that people like, it's generally like Black and White, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, X and Y, Sun and Moon. Those are usually all like the favorites. White, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, X, Moon, Sun, and Black are all at 87. So they're all up under Pokopia. Diamond and Pearl, they're at 85.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And those are mainline Pokemon titles, by the way.
Yeah. So people are really liking Pokopia, and that could end up dropping a little bit. I mean, we're comparing games from fucking a decade ago, almost 2 decades ago, like a decade and a half ago, to a game that just came out.
I wonder if Pokemon Y fanboys didn't review bomb Pokopia.
Well, we could look at the reviews and see. What makes you think that happened, or is it just like curiosity?
Just because the people who like Y are like fucking,
they're Breaking Bad level fucking dickhead.
Yes. It's actually a Reddit thread from 6 days ago that says, "Is there anything we can do to lower the Pokemon Pokopia reviews?"
Damn.
And everyone in the comments is like, "Hey, apply to McDonald's and do something better with your time. Energy spent better literally doing anything else. Every time I feel like I need to stop posting in here, we get a gem like this." This guy says, "Touch grass." So the Reddit this is posted in is called R Fuck Nintendo. But like basically
a lot of people
everyone
are saying it's just an Animal Crossing clone, which a lot of people love Animal Crossing. So
it's not, though. It's not even close to being an Animal Crossing clone. I understand there are some mechanics that are like crossover, but like this is one of those things like Hot Stuff calling every game Minecraft. Oh, game has zombies, it's Minecraft. Oh, game has wolves, it's Minecraft. Oh, there's building in your game, Minecraft. Oh, there's crafting in your game, Minecraft. Oh, it's first person, Minecraft. Dog, stop.
What about if there's mining in my game?
That's probably like Dig Dug or something.
I can see it.
Steam World Miner. What's that game called? Steam World
Dig, I think.
Dig, yeah, okay. Pokopia has so systems from Animal Crossing. So one of the systems is you're on an island and you have villagers and you're like in charge of the island. And you can decorate your island and you can build on your island. And one of the things that a lot of people really liken to Animal Crossing is that when you do a build, it takes 1 day real time, and that the fact that the clock follows real time. Pokemon games have had clocks following real time since Gold and Silver. And they have had mechanics that follow real time for quite a while also. I don't remember exactly when they're introduced, but they have had those mechanics. Maybe it was also Gold and Silver, because there's been mechanics where you can like get a lucky number. I think it was Gold and Silver, because that's when they added time in general. There was like a bug catching contest in Gold and Silver that was only on like certain days of the week, Saturdays or something. So like,
oh yeah,
it's not like that's groundbreaking features, and it's not like it's a direct rip from Animal Crossing. If I was gonna liken it to any other games, I would say that it's more like Dragon Quest Builders.
Dragon Quest.
Specifically the second one, but like you could say both. Just the way the building works and how you terraform the land and all that. Like it's technically a voxel based thing, and there's lots of voxel games. Minecraft wasn't even the first one. But Minecraft is also in that category, and Animal Crossing sort of has voxels, but not actual, which a voxel is a 3-dimensional pixel, you know?
W pixel.
Essentially. Yeah. Animal Crossing is not quite like that. And there's a lot more freedom in Pokopia than there is in Animal Crossing. I don't know. Like, you could say they're similar, but I wouldn't say that it's like a clone. And if it is a clone, it does everything better than Animal Crossing, pretty much.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Which maybe that's why Animal Crossing had that big update, because they're like, oh shit, we're about to have some competition.
Yeah. Aw, shit. Here we go again.
Literally.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
Speaking of Nintendo,
oh boy.
They have a lawsuit going on with the US government right now. So they have that lawsuit over the government due to refunds for unlawful tariffs. And I'm kind of curious how this is going to play out, I mean, but also pay out. So the trade measures have to date resulted in the collection of more than 200 billion in tariffs on imports from nearly all countries.
Oh yeah.
And they want a refund with interest, by the way.
High. Out of their damn mind.
So that's gonna be. Let's hope that they don't rule in their favor, because that's not gonna be good. And I want that fucking stimulus that Trump Daddy said he was gonna give us.
It's true. So my problem with the tariffs is if they get a refund, they had already passed the cost of the tariffs off to the consumers. So we are paying more for their software, their hardware, than we would have been because of the tariffs. So
that's a good point.
They get their tariff refund, they better give us all a little kickback. And I'm sure
that's actually a good point.
The really awesome part about all that is the fact that we don't own our Switch 2s. Nintendo owns the Switch 2s.
Yeah.
So we just bought a license to use them. A license is not a tariffable product, but we still paid for the tariff on the Switch 2s, you know? So like, give me a kickback, Nintendo. If they actually win against the US, a lot of people are already talking about starting a class action lawsuit against Nintendo for passing the cost of the tariffs off to the consumer. So that'll be cool.
That would be cool. It'd be very fucking cool. Be sick. It'll be sick as fuck.
I imagine they get like fucking, I don't even know how much they paid in tariffs, because the number you gave was the tariffs the US has levied against all countries worldwide. So what fraction of that is how much Nintendo paid?
Yeah. Well, also, so here's also the thing too, though, is if that does fucking, if that lawsuit pays out in Nintendo's favor, everyone else is probably gonna fucking do that too.
Probably. But the funny thing is if they do that, Nintendo might win like $10 million or something. I don't think it's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
And then they're going to get slammed with a class action, and they're going to owe $20 million.
As they should.
Dude, I don't think it's a smart move for them. I'm not a lawyer. I just don't think it's, dude, Nintendo be throwing lawsuits left and right at everything. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, you are right. If they win, pretty much every company is going to start, dude, especially companies that like move manufacturing back from like China into the US.
Yeah,
they're going to be big mad.
Yeah.
I don't think Nintendo's going to win this lawsuit though.
I don't either. And that also might just be fucking hopium.
Probably.
I just don't want them to fucking win the lawsuit.
I don't want them to either.
Like they shouldn't.
Generally speaking, I don't want Nintendo to win any lawsuits, actually.
Yeah, they have enough money, dude. With as much as they be fucking suing people or threatening to sue people, you'd think they'd be broke, honestly.
Yeah. I am sort of excited to see that Winds and Waves is going to be like a maybe much better graphics than any Pokemon game we've ever seen before.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's enough. I still don't think it's a step far enough in the right direction, because when you look at Beast of Reincarnation, like Pokemon Winds and Waves,
they have the
is still
capability.
Like, yeah, I mean, it's not Game Freak's fault. It's definitely Nintendo. And at some point, Nintendo might just want the Pokemon to like keep that like sprite sort of look to them, like cartoony, very like clay plastic looking Pokemons, which is fine. Like if that's their art style they're choosing, but like there's no reason the game should have fucking bad frame rate when that's the art style you picked.
Yeah, like improve textures.
And that's one of those things. Pokopia's got like pretty decent textures. They're kind of basic, kind of simple, but like they're decent, and it has good frame rate, which is more than the last Pokemon game can say.
Exactly. So we probably should have transitioned into this earlier when we were talking about Highguard anyways.
No, that's fine.
But so initially this update was going to be about Highguard's current player count. However,
very nice.
After I made it a topic that I wanted us to talk about, the devs made the decision to permanently shut down Highguard on March 12th. So
very nice.
Since launch, more than 2 million players have stepped into Highguard's world, and that was not enough. So I was trying to find the exact statement, but one of the devs, okay, here it is. So Highguard boss Chad Greenier insisted player count doesn't matter for a game. What matters is how many people play the game and if they love it.
Shout out Bungie fucking CEO saying that.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
So yeah, exactly. So yeah, he made this statement that does not matter player count. It just matters if they enjoy their time playing the game. So I guess he found out that they did not enjoy their time playing the game. I don't know. This was literally, the game was free. You didn't have to buy it, and it still failed. So that just kind of goes to show you like how bad it was. It's free to play, and it could not. Like,
I just want to make it known that I found out that Highguard was shutting down because Jeff Keighley tweeted that it was shutting down.
You know he was fucking crying typing
Dude,
that
had to
too.
be crying, dude. Everyone was commenting, and they're like, "Oh, he tweeted this through tears."
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know, man. That game, and that's the thing. The trailer they showed at the Game Awards, like the first sequence where you're like riding the horse, looked really cool. I was like, "Oh shit, it's a fucking horse," and then it just like went off the rails and was terrible after that.
I mean, it was literally Apex with horses.
Also, can we stop making hero shooters, please? Nobody wants to play a motherfucking hero shooter.
Yeah.
Like stop. It's run its course, and I think that's why Marathon's doing bad, actually, is because it's a hero shooter. That shit's not fun. We don't like it.
Yeah. Agreed.
Marvel Rivals is doing well, but that's like superhero hero shooter. Like, I don't know, like it's a hero shooter because it's basically just Overwatch, but it's Marvel characters, and I think because it's borrowing a different IP, which is specifically superheroes, and it's recreated those superheroes pretty faithfully, I think that Marvel Rivals does well in that like aspect. But like generally speaking, you're looking at a hero shooter and you're looking at some characters that are brand new characters to the game, to the genre, and you're just like, I don't feel anything about this character. I don't care.
So Marvel Rivals is actually doing better than Overwatch.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Marvel Rivals
kinda
is in like
funny.
the top 10 games on Steam right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all-time peak was 14 months ago for Marvel Rivals. It had 644,000. 24-hour peak is 92K. Players right now is 70K. Overwatch, their all-time peak was 165,000. That was 26 days ago. Although with Overwatch, I wonder if that gets funky because there was
Overwatch 2.
then there was Overwatch 2,
And then now
and then
there's
they dropped
Overwatch.
the 2. Yeah. So I wonder if
Probably.
that's a little funky.
That
because
probably
of that.
does end up like that. Dude, I don't know. Like, Marvel Rivals brought in a lot of people who wanted to play the game because it's Marvel.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't think, like, no one is like, oh, dude, I love the guys from Marathon. Like, Marathon's a 30-year-old IP that hasn't had a title come out since the 90s. Like, nobody even knows what the fuck that is. And not only that, but I don't even know why they call it Marathon, because, like, in terms of the lore, Marathon's like a ship that we sent from Earth and Mars, because we have colonized Mars in the future, and we made the Marathon ship because we're running out of resources on Earth and Mars collectively. We colonized the ship and we shot it into space to go to the Tau Ceti system, and we lost contact with it. This is the lore of Marathon, right? And then the ship we lost contact with, and I think in the first Marathon you're like on the ship or something, but like you're not even on the fucking ship in the new game at all. Like you're not even dealing with the ship at all. It's really fucking stupid, because like I don't know, those kids bump their heads. Not as much as the Highguard kids, but they definitely did bump their heads, dude. My favorite fun factoid about the Highguard kids is that most of them are former EA employees who worked on Apex.
Yeah.
And a lot of them had gotten fired, and or I think maybe only a few actually got fired, but most of them got laid off after some update on Apex or whatever, or just through the years. So there was an exodus of employees from EA working on Apex, and they all left, and they're like, you know what? We're going to go make our own game with blackjack and hookers. And then they removed the blackjack and the hookers and just made Apex 2.0 team deathmatch mode. And if I was EA, I would be looking at Highguard and being like, you know what? I made a really fucking good decision letting those fuckers loose.
Yeah.
Cutting them might have been the best decision this company has ever made, actually. That's to me, that's crazy. Like, it's sad that people are going to be losing jobs over this. Like, don't get me wrong, like that sucks. But it's also just like funny, the irony, because it's like, oh, we're going to go make a game and we're going to do it better. And then they fucking failed. Like, I like shit like that.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. Cookie time?
I suppose.
So I did finally get cookies this
Same.
week. Which you getting cookies is crazy.
It's true.
I've been on a hot streak of not getting cookies. What did you get and what'd you like?
So I got the snickerdoodle because I just, that might be my favorite like recurring cookie.
That's just a good cookie in general. I love snickerdoodle.
Dude, it really is. And Crumbl snickerdoodle is pretty good. I got a semi-sweet chocolate chunk. That was mostly just to round out my 4-pack because I didn't know what else to fucking put in there. I was thinking about putting a second snickerdoodle, but I was like, maybe the kids would want some chocolate chunks, so that's what I got. And then I got the Galaxy brownie cookie, and I got the cinnamon square or whatever that's called. I'm not really impressed with either of those, by the way.
Damn.
Yeah, the Galaxy brownie was like, I think maybe they're both undercooked actually, which I know like Crumbl's supposed to be like soft-ish cookies, but like
supposed to be soft in the middle, crunchier on the edge.
It wasn't crunchy on the edge though. That's the problem. The brownie was like soggy. I don't know if it's the shit they put on top of it or what the fuck, but it was like moist. I didn't.
Moister than an oyster.
Yeah, and dude, I don't know. The chocolate is like not. I don't know if it's not sweet enough or it's too sweet or it's like rich or what the. I don't know what the word. I don't know what the word to describe the chocolate is. Maybe it's like a little bit burnt tasting. I don't know, but there's something wrong with the brownies at Crumbl, and I don't think I like their brownies. I always say I do because there was one time I had a good one, but like every time I get one after that, I'm like, oh yeah, I like these, and then I tasted them, and I'm like, I don't like this. It's like they almost taste like plastic or something. There's a flavor in there that's like off, just slightly off, you know. And then the cinnamon square, I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be good, but it's basically just a fucking what are those called? It's like a cinnamon roll, but it's flat. I mean, I guess cinnamon rolls are also flat. I don't know. And the whole square,
it's a cinnamon square.
Yeah, the whole square thing seems like some fucking weird ass Wendy's gimmick. We have square burgers. I don't know. Both of those were like they weren't awful. I didn't hate them, but like I don't think I'll ever get either of those ever again. And again, it might just be my Crumbl's mid as fuck, but the snickerdoodle was fine. The semi-sweet chocolate chunk was fine. I will say I meant to go on Thursday and get the fucking, was it cookies and cream? I don't remember, but the thins within Thursday looked really good. And
I didn't get them either. It's hard for me to go on a Thursday.
Yeah. I meant to go and I fucking forgot. And actually I didn't even mean to go yesterday. I went yesterday on Saturday and I wasn't even going to go, but my neighbor asked me to, I already explained this on stream, but my neighbor asked me to help me put a wheelchair in her friend's car. And that like derailed my whole thing because I was streaming and I was going to lunch. And when I walked out the door, that's when my neighbor saw me and asked me for help. And I got like so fucking derailed that like I was just like sitting in traffic and I was like, you know what? I should fucking get Crumbl finally. And I ordered it while I was stuck in traffic. And I was only stuck in traffic because I helped my neighbor. And so that's how I ended up getting Crumbl. But yeah, I don't think I'll be ordering those again. What'd you get?
I got so I did a 6-pack. I got 1 blueberry muffin, 1 strawberry Biscoff cookie, 1 Galaxy brownie, 1 cinnamon square, and then my wait a minute. Was sea salt my secret menu or was it the blueberry muffin?
The toffee was, everyone had the toffee. The blueberry muffin was your secret menu.
Okay. I couldn't remember if it was sea salt or the blueberry. Okay, so yeah, and then I got 2 sea salt toffee cookies. That was fucking phenomenal.
Really?
Honestly wasn't toffee enough. I didn't think like it had a little hints of toffee. And I don't think they sea salted mine. Again, Galaxy brownie is always good. The strawberry biscoff was with Brooke, so I didn't have any of that. And then the blueberry muffin was really fucking good because it has like a little streusel on it. The cinnamon square is the only thing I have left. I have not had that yet.
Mine was like moist
overall,
and dry at the same time, so I don't.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I don't even know how that's possible, but it was like the dough was like on the top where they put the cinnamon was like wet, and then everything else was like too fucking dry, and it was like crumbly, and I don't know. It didn't. The textures didn't align, you know.
Yeah.
The frosting was fine.
Fuck yeah! Shout out frosting.
Shall we go over this week, or did you have more to say?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
that was it.
This week we're starting off strong with the cookie dough pie. I don't think I've ever seen this cookie before. I don't know if it's new.
It's new.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Brown sugar and graham pie crust. I don't know why they don't ever say graham cracker. I mean, is graham cracker trademarked? I don't know. Nestling a cookie dough packed brown sugar cream cheese filling, all topped with fresh whipped cream, more cookie dough pieces, and mini chocolate chips. This almost looks like a cheesecake. It almost sounds like a cheesecake. Sugar cream cheese filling. Also, it says filling. Is there something inside of this? Like if you cut it open?
No.
Are we sure? Hold on, I want to play the video. By the way,
positive.
By the way,
positive. So cream cheese filling is a thing. It's like pie filling.
I want to see if they do a.
So that's what it is.
No, I want to see if they bisect it. They did not. Celebrate Pie Day. Oh, I didn't even realize that. 3/14, they have Pie Day. Frosted strawberry cookie Pop-Tart. Did you know that? Wait, why did it say that? Is Pie Day even this week? It's not. Oh, it is. It's Saturday.
Yeah, I was gonna say it is.
Why did they show the strawberry Pop-Tart right after that? Anyways, cookie thins this week are the.
It was just popping up.
While we're here, the cookie thins this week are just chocolate chip cookie thins. Moving on, we have the skillet cookie. Are they gonna have pies on Pie Day? I don't know. Check back tomorrow. And by tomorrow, I mean on Saturday.
Pie.
Yeah. We got the skillet cookie. This is really weird because usually the skillet cookies have. It's like the Reese's skillet cookie or the Oreo skillet cookie or the cookies and cream skillet cookie or the brownie skillet cookie. This is just skillet cookie.
Yeah, just OG skillet.
Yeah. I always think these are funny because that's not ice cream, but it really fucking should be. I know that's like
skillet cookie would be.
I know that's like. I almost want to say that's like a BJ's thing. Like, did they invent they call it the Pizookie? Because it's a pizza cookie. Did they invent the fucking ice cream on a cookie skillet, like skillet cookie thing? I don't know if they did, but that's like the first this kid's stupid. The first time I have ever encountered that was at BJ's. Holy shit! I don't know why I couldn't get that fucking sentence out, dude. The haircut. No. It's the haircut.
Yeah,
your haircut specifically. Anyways,
exactly.
Skillet cookie. It's a scoop of vanilla bean mousse, not ice cream. I mean, maybe that's okay because I think these are served pretty warm, aren't they? We have the peanut butter cookie, the peanut butter munch cookie, with a peanut butter coated cereal piece. It's Muddy Buddies. Do they not pay for the fucking licensing? Buddies. Have Muddy Buddies? Dude, it's sprinkled with powdered sugar. I almost guarantee if I get this cookie, the whole top is going like they're supposed to have like a little like can and you like tap it and it drops powdered sugar on. They're just gonna dump that bitch on there if I go, or it's either they're gonna dump it or they're not gonna put any on at all. It's no in between, you know. Which I should mention the cookies I got this week. Not the Snickerdoodle and not the semi-sweet chocolate chunk, but the other two cookies were both ugly. My Galaxy brownie, the like circular like goo stuff they put on the top was lopsided. It wasn't even a circle, it was like an oval. And there was like 3 of the little like cosmic brownie like sprinkles on there.
Are you fucking serious? Yeah, your Crumbl just
dude,
sucks.
Dude, I am serious. They just ass, dude. Anyways, and then we're rounding off the week with the frosted strawberry cookie Pop-Tarts collab.
True.
We had a Pop-Tarts cookie semi recently. I don't think it was this one either.
I think it was brown sugar cinnamon.
Okay, I
thought about getting that one.
I fucking don't like Pop-Tarts. They're too dry and crumbly. Which makes it perfect to throw it on a cookie, I guess. Got the milk chocolate chip cookie this week. You know, we had semi-sweet last week. This week we have milk chocolate chip. I wish they would show the cookie thins on the list. They just don't. Oh, let me also mention that instead of the celebration cookie that we normally have, which is birthday flavored, we have the St. Patrick's cookie. I don't know why we have the St. Patrick's cookie this week though, because St. Patrick's Day is next week. But whatever.
That is confusing.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
and it's not even like it's Sunday. It's like next. Yeah, it's literally next Tuesday.
That is very confusing.
Maybe
yeah,
so.
March
It has
17th.
a full week or something. I don't know. Maybe it'll be next week also. I just thought it was interesting, so that's why I mentioned it.
Maybe they're gonna do something special.
Or
let me see if I can find the.
Yeah, maybe they'll have like the 4 rotational cookies, or the weekly flavors is what they call them. Maybe they'll have 4 different St. Patrick's Day flavors. But anyways, that's this week's cookies. And like I said, the thins are just chocolate chip on Thursday. I wanted to see what this Pi Day thing was again. If I could restart this.
So, ooh, next week is gonna be fucking banging too. Holy shit!
Hell
Andy's green mint brownie.
Wait,
cereal
say
milk
again?
cookie. Andy's green mint brownie.
Like
Andy's mints.
I'm going. I will go get cookies for that.
Cereal milk cookies, like the fucking Fruity Pebbles shit. I love that cookie too. That's like one of my favorites. Mallow cream cookie featuring Lucky Charms, and then key lime pie. So,
ooh, a key lime pie.
Nothing really like insane for them to have done the celebration cookie this week instead of next week.
Okay.
So that's kind of confusing.
So I went back and I looked at the Pi Day thing, and it says discover bonus pie flavors at your store on 3/14. So on Saturday, on this coming Saturday, there will be pies. So maybe we have some cool pies. Dude, I hope they have the pecan pie one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check too. Dude, I might get Crumbl 3 weeks in a row, dude. This is fucking stupid. We will update you next podcast on what the pies were and if we had different pies depending on where we were at.
True.
I'm sure we'll forget though, so our bad.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. They're bringing the brownie dippers finally at the end of March 30th through April 4th.
Perfect.
That'd be sick.
Let's talk some free games. Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. So this week until March 12th, we have the Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms Dragon Lance pack and Turnip Boy Robs a Bank.
Perfect.
And starting on March 12th until March 19th, we have Cozy Grove and Isanzo, which is like a war game. It's like one of those like 7 of them.
Cozy Grove,
like 4, but
you can actually put a lot of time into Cozy Grove, and it's actually quite a it's like a cozy game. You, Ninjahman, probably have no interest in it, but essentially you're like a dead person, and you have all these ghost bears, and you have to like build your island up and like revive the ghost bears. It's cool. I think it's cool.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of it's like a cross between like Animal Crossing and like some people say it's like Stardew, but I think that's mostly just because of the way it looks. It's like more pixely, not like so pixely like Stardew, but it is like similar to that. Definitely check that game out though if you're into cozy games, and it's gonna be free, so you know, might as well.
Not exactly. Shout out free. Yeah. Fuck yeah, free.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Check your DMs real quick.
Fuck no.
Did check them. Anyways, that was I think all we had to discuss this week on our 2-hour runtime. 2-hour runtime. Hayes didn't send you anything?
Oh, yeah, post it in the chat.
Oh, okay. Hayes also sent it to me. Dude. Okay. I didn't see that you posted it in the chat. I thought it was Daniel fucking copying about Marathon again.
Oh, he probably is also doing that.
True. Anyways, I think that's all we had to talk about. We went over 2 hours. I'm sorry. We got really distracted talking about
everything.
I think it was mostly just Marathon.
Yeah.
Anyways, episode 50 of Between a Rock and a Bald Spot. And we're both bald now, though, as you can plainly see by our haircuts. True. Yeah, exactly. Closing remarks. No, fuck